Trabalhei.
Falou? Criança?
Ali.
generalista.
Esse é com quem? Esse aqui não precisa abrir, só o sabor. Em cima eu coloco. Ah, tá. Esse creme de leite, a caixa, isso? Só o caixa. Tem 12 cremes de leite? Hoje do já abriu. Se levar diferente, eu gosto desse leite. Obrigado, tá?
Oi? Fiquei tipo uma hora e meia sem fazer nada. Tá com o teu aí, né?
favoradinho.
Falou?
Criança?
Tava só calma, né?
era ali.
trustees, and I embody one of the great paradoxes on almost all college campuses. For the last 4 years, we trustees have thought about nothing other than you and what you're doing. And I wager that during those 4 years, you barely think of us at all. And hey, that's okay. I get it. Our job is to put opportunity out there. Your job is to grasp as much of it as you want. So we won't change any of that today. Just know how proud we are of all of you. Know too that your connection to Manchester does not end today. The more you do, the better you succeed, the better Manchester University looks. And I dare say, a little bit the other way around. The more Manchester succeeds, the better your degree wears on and on. So we're bound to say hip for life. It's going to be time enough for us to propound alumni, university relationships with you. We'll wait for another day to ask for your donations. For today, just 3 quick points. Congratulations, graduates. Don't forget to thank your parents. And good luck for all that comes next. Have a great day.
Thanks for all those who supported these students through their education, professors and family, university staff and friends, even fellow students who went the extra mile, gave a listening ear, and helped them to celebrate accomplishments. Not all of our students' support systems can be here today, and we hold them close to our hearts as we celebrate in this commencement ceremony. One of those not present in our processional today is Kirabel Hailu, a fellow student who left this world so suddenly in February of 2016. As we remember Kirabel and Kirabel's family and friends, we pause for a moment and join our graduates in remembering their classmates. God of the journey, guide these graduates to new adventures, living lives of continuous growth and learning, leading with ability and conviction, and being examples of integrity, peace, and love. May they step out of this ceremony and take into the world with them a spring in their step and excitement in their voices as they take their education to a world that needs them, their gifts, and their passions. I offer these words in a spirit of hope and celebration. Amen.
Our custom is to celebrate commencement with the presentation of honorary degrees to individuals who embody the mission of Manchester University. I invite Paul Hoover to join me and Raylene Rospon to come forward at this time to present Paul with his honorary degree.
Paul Hoover once said, "The best poetry is about art. Fiction is about life. I can't live without either one." It is our good fortune that the 1968 Manchester graduate has pursued those passions and shared his gifts with others as a poet, novelist, teacher, and editor. Hoover's Manchester professors recognized his exceptional talent for creative writing early on, and as Manchester professors are prone to do, they encouraged him to follow his passion. He wrote his novel, Saigon, Illinois, inspired in part by his experiences working at a Chicago hospital during the Vietnam War. Award-winning novelist Harry Heinemann called Hoover's book a superb premier novel, a story brimming with life's wonder and chance. Most of Hoover's career has centered on poetry, publishing more than a dozen collections editing the anthology of postmodern American poetry, and founding with his wife, Maxine Chernoff, the literary magazine New American Writing more than 30 years ago. His poems have appeared in a range of literary magazines, including American Poetry Review and the Paris Review. Hoover taught creative writing for nearly 28 years at Columbia College in Chicago, where he served as poet in residence. Since 2003, he has inspired another generation by teaching creative writing at San Francisco State University. Write about what you know, Hoover tells us, because what you know is as important as what anyone else knows. Whether teaching his students to write their own poetry or appreciate the poetry of others, Hoover advances the art form of poetry and broadens its reach. He helps others find their voices through poetry and experience the world in new ways. He uses poetry to stir something deep in our hearts and souls. Paul Hoover is a person of ability and conviction whose distinguished career as a writer, editor, and teacher has enhanced the lives of others. For reflecting the values of this university, Manchester awards him the degree Doctor of Literature. President McFadden, I have the privilege of presenting Paul Hoover for an honorary degree.
Paul Hoover. Paul, upon this recommendation and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and with an affirming vote of the faculty and the board, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto. We recognize you for advancing poetry as an art form, as a means of self-expression, and as a way to bring people together in community. In striving to be your best self, you call others to be their best selves too. We ask that you accept this degree, knowing that it comes with our deepest respect. As a symbol of this award, we acknowledge your contributions with a hood and grant you the diploma, Doctor of Literature, honoris causa.
Thank you for this tremendous honor. It's amazing to me, I went to school, I graduated in 1968, and the campus is so beautiful. You have wonderful facilities here. We did too, but this is a much improved situation and good for you and good for the university. It was in Manchester in the 1960s that I learned the secrets of Moby Dick from Professor Charles Klingler. And Professor Doris Gary taught me the emotional intensity of good writing. Her reading aloud of a short story of disappointed love one afternoon silenced the class to reverence. When she died in 1997, the Wall Street Journal ran an homage by a former student who wrote, "She could not have been more than 4'10" and weighed more than 100 pounds. But she had the pedagogical mass of a sumo wrestler. In my senior year, I was fortunate to take a modern poetry class from Dr. James Hollis, who was still in his 20s, who suggested that I write my paper on William Carlos Williams, the poet and pediatrician who freshened poetry with a language actually spoken here. This began my investigation of poetry and even my way of thinking about it. At the end of the semester, Professor Hollis called me into his office. I was scared. I thought I was in trouble. But he had a request. I want you to pursue your PhD and return here to teach with me. And this is an extraordinary thing. Its generosity was a confidence building for me. I did not pursue the PhD, and you see it's taken me 50 years to earn it. Instead, I turned directly to poetry, and Jim Hollis became a leading figure in Jungian psychology. now living in Houston. It was the time of the Vietnam War. I moved to Chicago and began my service as a conscientious objector to the war, working as a night shift manager at a hospital and occasionally taking bodies to the morgue. This is the subject of my novel, Saigon, Illinois, which was published in 1988, and just last year it was published in translation in Italy, 30 years. So the war defined our generation. In 2003, I made a tour of Vietnam and was a guest of honor at a banquet hosted by Hu Ting in Hanoi. Hu Ting was head of the powerful National Writers Association. I later translated 4 books of Vietnamese poetry with my Bay Area friend Nguyen Do, who had been exiled from Vietnam by the same Hu Ting for his love of beat poetry, which was also the subject of my anthology. So you see, things are complicated. The German I studied at Manchester led me to edit and translate with my wife Maxine Chernoff the great proto-modernist poet Friedrich Hölderlin, whose sentences often occupy half the page with the verb at the end. In the early 70s, with 2 graduate school friends, I started a Dada-influenced magazine called Oink. That was actually more serious than it sounds. It ran 19 issues. Maxine became a co-editor around issue 7, and we changed the title to New American Writing, and it's still in print in its 37th issue. The point here is that nothing is going to happen unless you do it yourself. If you see a gap, rush in and fill it, because it's up to you. When you feel doubt, double your effort and go further into the venture. You are doing that as a service to the literature or whatever else you're dedicated to. Now you are starting on the next part of your quest. There are plenty of stumbles along the way. Indeed, the choreographer Twyla Tharp has made such movement the basis of her art. It's in the seeming error of your ways that you find the right path. In writing, this is called klinemen, a swerve of attention leading to discovery. Be faithful to your goal all along, to yourself and to others. It's not just ambition that fuels our lives. It's trying to do the right thing. Along the way, make friends with people who think like you. On the first day of my freshman year at Manchester, I met Terry Pettit, and we've been best friends ever since that day. He was later to coach at University of Nebraska, the women's volleyball team, and they won a national championship. He was a poet before I turned to it, our campus poet at that time. He's a great coach, I think, because he has the philosophical view that poetry helped him develop. On an even more personal note than that, I'll talk about my son Philip, who was first a musician, a drummer. Then he studied anthropology, and he was good at that. Then he started reading screenplays online, over 100 of them. When he announced that he wanted to study screenwriting, I paused for a moment. How is he going to make any money at all at that most fickle of disciplines? But that was foolish of me. What riskier profession than writing poems? So I learned a lesson from that myself. Now Philip has written an episode of the TV show iZombie. It's still on, you can watch it. It's on the CW network, not to plug too much. Which he also served as a script coordinator. He has a Writers Guild card, that's good, and an agent, that's good. Find a place where you fit. It's where you dreamed of being. I'll conclude by reading a short poem. It's called Driver's Song. It's from my book Poems in Spanish, based on a song, on Song of the Black Writer by Federico Garcia Lorca. It was written in English in Chicago as if in Spanish. Driver's Song. I shall never reach Danville, Ohio. Danville, distant and lonely. Black car, small moon, in the backseat beer. Because I've forgotten the roads, I shall never reach Danville, Ohio. Over the plains, through Indiana, where I was lonely also. Black car, yellow moon. My dead father keeps watch over me from an upstairs window. What a long way from California, and what a fast car, invisible to the soul. Ahead I see death moving slowly on the road. I know I will touch her clothing before I ever reach Danville, Ohio. Danville, distant and lonely. Thank you for this honor.
Today, some of our graduates, along with students on campuses across the country, have made a distinctive commitment by taking a pledge of social and environmental responsibility. That graduation pledge says, "I pledge to explore and take into account the social and environmental consequences of any job I consider, and will try to improve these aspects of any organizations for which I work." Those who have taken this pledge wear green ribbons to reflect their commitment. At Manchester, we seek to educate students of ability and conviction, and this is one tangible expression of that commitment.
Five students have completed the honors program and will be receiving an honors diploma today. Those students are Alexa Calloway, Connor Eichenauer, Andrew Fox, Christopher Holman, and Delaney Ray. Would those of you here please stand? Each student is wearing a gold medallion with gold and black ribbon today. The honors diploma is awarded to seniors who have maintained a grade point average of at least 3.5, completed 15 semester hours of honors coursework, and successfully completed an individualized honors project of no less than 3 additional hours. Alexa Calloway is a biology chemistry major. The title of her honors thesis is Determining Appropriate Intervention Points for Dental Care Disparities in Mexican American Children. Connor Eichenauer is a psychology major. The title of his honors thesis is Comparing Male and Female Managers Using an Employee Source Model of Performance. Christopher Holman is a history major. The title of his honors thesis is The Pillow Box as Politics, an inquiry into the need for a female voice. And finally, Delaney Ray is a psychology major. The title of her honors thesis is Confined and Alone, Solitary Confinement, the Laws and Impacts on Individuals. Join me again in congratulating these honors program graduates. The very top students in each senior class are graduated with distinction. To graduate with distinction, the students must complete a minimum of 60 graded credit hours through Manchester University. Students graduating with honors wear gold cords draped around the neck. The ceremony today recognizes students who met the requirements for graduation with honors at the end of the 2019 January session. I ask all students graduating with distinction to please stand. Students graduating summa cum laude have a GPA of between 3.95 and 4.0. Students graduating magna cum laude achieve GPAs between 3.85 and 3.949. And those graduating cum laude have achieved a GPA between 3.65 and 3.849. Please join me in recognizing these students with your applause. You may be seated. Will the graduates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise? President McFadden, these candidates have completed or will have completed by this fall all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts. I therefore recommend that Manchester University confer upon them this degree.
Upon this recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Indiana, I confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Arts, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and charge you to lead principled, productive, and compassionate lives that improve the human condition.
Will all those graduates, except those in the first row, please be seated? The candidates for this degree will come to the platform by row. Please remain seated until an usher calls your row forward. David Anthony Alvarez. Roman Angoni, magna cum laude. Tiffany Lynette Marie Byers. Angel F. Clemente. Andrea Dawn Coate, magna cum laude. Tanner D. Edge. Connor Joel Eichenauer, summa cum laude. Mitchell A. Espinoza. Caroline A. Fairheller, cum laude. Mariah Lynn Fleming. Carson M. Fort, cum laude. Gideon Eugene Gibson. Angela J. Gonzarowski. Leah Amia Aurora Gregory, cum laude. Bailey Madison Harmon. Nicholas Lee Haynes. Brianna Marie Hill, magna cum laude. Christopher Ryan Homan. Rebecca Grace Kaplan. Nathan R. Koch, cum laude. Shannon Elizabeth Lee. Madeline Ann Lineweber. Teresa Louise Masteller. Delaney Ariana McKesson. Madeline Onassis Meinhardt. Haley Kristen Nielsen. Cassandra Nicole Nickerson. Megan R. Ocampo, cum laude. Morgan Nicole Oliver. Antonia Grace Papandrea, cum laude. Jordan Terrell Pennington. Jenna K. Rhodes. Megan Elizabeth Rhodes, cum laude. Michaela Louise Rosinski. Emily Marie Sandberg. Samuel D. Strogan. Nicole C. Von Holten. Zoe Vondran, magna cum laude. Lauren Danielle Wade. Hannah Nicole Wales. Alexia L. Zapata Ramos. Megan Ann Zuber. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science please rise? President McFadden, these candidates have completed or will have completed by this fall all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science. I therefore recommend that Manchester University confer upon them this degree.
Upon this recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Indiana, I confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Science, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and charge you to lead principled, productive, and compassionate lives that improve the human condition.
Will all those graduates, except those in the first row, please be seated. The candidates for this degree will come to the platform by row. Please remain seated until an usher calls your row forward. Nebiyu Shifaro Elemu. Gabrielle Grace Anglin. Rocco J. Angoni. Frank Aviles Jr. Althea Bernadette Ayabazi, magna cum laude. Jessica Kayleen Baber. Shelby Marie Bagby, magna cum laude. Brianna Christian Baldini. Matthew A. Barbosa. Jared Allen Bartram. Chandler Bauer, cum laude. Jessica Marie Beal. Deja Saray Beck. Christopher Monroe Bettis, summa cum laude. Colin James Bice. Miranda H. Birmingham, cum laude. Marlena Marie Boggs and Miranda James Boggs. Jade M. Bolette. Sorry, Jade. Samantha Lee Bontrager. Kendra Sue Borton. Edmund Cole Bradley. Emily Jean Brennan. Landon Marquise Bridges. Hannah Elizabeth Brock, cum laude. Bailey Morgan Brown. Catherine Ann Brown. Connor Daniel Burns. Morgan Dawn Butler. Nicholas James Buttermore. Satyaline Lydia Daisy Tolliford Byers. Alexa Kinsey Calloway, summa cum laude. Clayton E. G. Capes. Sarah Irene Carter, magna cum laude. Emily Santafonte, cum laude. Allison Faye Chandler. Kristen Ann Shalia, summa cum laude. Tristan Douglas Chester. Devin Ray Childers. Alexander Clark. Carisha Cheyenne Comstock. Jacob Paul Cooper. Taylor Lynn Cordero. Austin Tate Coughlin. Alejandro Francisco Cruz. Lucas B. Lorian Cullison. Marissa K. Dietz. Ryan Edward DeMars. Joshua Denny. Drake DeWitt, magna cum laude. Drew H. Dodson. Catherine Genevieve Dorman. Kenny C. Doss II. Taylor Rianne Duckworth, cum laude. Kayla Ann Dahl. Haley Marie Duncan. Noah Isaac Edelman. Haley A. Fernandez, cum laude. Tanner Dean Gilbert. Michaela Lynn Getz. Gregory Mitchell Goff. Faith Alexis Tia Graham. Kira Marie Hall, cum laude. Tiffany N. Hanna. Eve Marie Hansen. Iman Simone Harris. Garrett William Hartman. Trevor K. Hartman. Dominique Angel Hastings. Kevin R. Hawley. Tyler Helm. Cooper C. Henderson. Jeremy Allen Herman. Jordan P. Hilliard. Cale S. Hinman. Cameron Lee Holford, cum laude. Brooke Ashley Hollenbaugh. Harrison Lee Hollis. Joshua A. Holmes. Lauren E. Hostrasser. Victoria Marie Hupp. Lauren M. Jackson. Matthew Paul Jelinek. Brittany Megan Jernigan. Adrian Gerard Johnson. Benjamin Allen Johnson. Nathan Michael Johnson. Therese Unique Johnson. Kayla Dawn Johnston. Brianna Marie Jondo, magna cum laude. Emily Catherine Jones. Nicholas Alexander Joyner. Jack Charles Kay. Gavin Jacob King. Gage M. Kuhn. Kristen Elizabeth Krill, cum laude. Michael Lewis Kuta, cum laude. Carly Ann Queeson, magna cum laude. Connor Weston Labetz. Tyler Lee LaFollette. Tabitha Ann Lanning, cum laude. Matthew Riley Lance, cum laude. Susuyu Ayuba Lasa, cum laude. Mac A. Lineweber. Quinn Michael Leroy LaRue. Kristen M. Lytle. John Joseph Majors. Daniel Jeffrey Masucci. Alexander Randy McBride. Jamie Elaine McBride. Nolan Ryan McBride, magna cum laude. Joshua Lewis McCoy, cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth McVeigh. Stormy Rose Melton. Darlene Marie Melvin. Kayla Michaels. William Ross Mikesell. Emily Ann Milburn. Farron Marie Miller. Gregory T. Miller. Quante Trevon Miller. Adriana Lynn Milliken, cum laude. Katrina Lynn Milroy. Caitlin Christine Mendiola, cum laude. Ryan Wayne Morley. Rebecca Lynn Mundroff. Dylan Kyler Nelson. Emma Jo Farrell Nickel. Benjamin Thomas Niederhelman, cum laude. Brady Thomas Nyland. Noritake Ogino. Priscilla Ortiz Moreno. Craig Martin Overpeck. Ariana Papadakis. Hannah Lynn Parker. Brittany Blair Patrick. Michaela Lee Patterson, cum laude. Brayton Allen Phillips. Matthew J. Pritz. Blake Andrew Probst. Tyler E. Pruitt. Samina Victoria Quershi, summa cum laude. Alyssa Levon Rayler. Delaney B. Ray, magna cum laude. Cole S. Reinhold. Jessica Sue Reshley. Zachary J. Rice. Lauren Elizabeth Rotes. Raquel Jean Marie Rotes. Corey Allen Rowland. Garby S. Ruska. Emily Suzanne Ryder. Evan A. Sablehouse, magna cum laude. Mam Najimba Samba. Charisse Tara Samuel. William Alex Sanders. Emily S. Savage, cum laude. Elizabeth Elaine Schaefer, cum laude. Garrett D. Schieferstein. Brendan Michael McKay Schleining. Casey A. Schultz, cum laude. John Paul Sechrist, cum laude. Crystal Larie Sellers. Benjamin Martin Sendo. Mahalet Abhay Shifarov. Storm Ian Short, magna cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Skeens. Caroline Elizabeth Smith, magna cum laude. Christian Smith. Jacob Smith. Justin Adam Smith, cum laude. William Southern, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Spencer. Dakota Stanichuk. David Andrew Steele. Joseph Cole Schwartz, cum laude. Riley Alexander Swatz. Nate D. Tesmer. Samuel Tedda Kawarsi, cum laude. Hannah E. Tevis. Delina Muscab Tewolden. Sydney Taylor Thompson. Maylee C. Tidd. Nathan Robert Timmerman, cum laude. Zoe Drew Tran. Cassiopeia Trausch. John Ryan Trenshaw. Brittany L. Udell. Rebecca A. Olaminik, magna cum laude. Adam Matthew Ulmer. Kelsey Nomi Valencia. Emily J. Van Horn. Lucas Paul Villapando. Emma M. Faulkner. Teron Douglas Wade. Amy Elizabeth Weeks, cum laude. Noah James Shearer Wide. Matthew William Wiggins. Logan A. Williams, magna cum laude. Julie Eileen Winters. Cole Herman Wolf. Zane Logan Yan. Kira Amanda Zadalak. Courtney E. Zentz. Parker Mansfield Caesar. Isabella Zantina Zug, cum laude.
So let's all give a round of applause to this year's graduates. And now Dr. Lori Zimmerman, Vice President of the Manchester University Alumni Association, will welcome you, our newest graduates. Alexa Calloway, selected by campus leaders from a group of top students, will then speak on behalf of the senior class. First, Lori Zimmerman, and then Alexa Calloway.
As a member of Manchester University's Alumni Association Board of Directors, and on behalf of more than 15,000 alumni, I share this message with the class of 2019. We are here for you. Right now, you may not think to call on other Manchester graduates you've never met for assistance, but I have 2 reasons why you can and should. First, we have been where you are, and we know the challenges that come with starting a career. Second, we truly care about your success. You are equipped for what lies ahead. You are well-rounded individuals with a liberal arts education from an impressive university. You have developed strong values about work and service. You have ability and conviction. As you proceed from this ceremony today, you will be invited to take a small oak tree as our gift to you. Why an oak tree? Because it represents our aspirations for you. Oak trees are awe-inspiring. They create beauty for others and shade for comfort. People look up to them. Oak trees are strong. When storms take down other trees, the oak is almost always left standing. It's tough to break an oak tree. Oak trees put down deep roots that just keep growing. When the tree needs more to survive, it just digs a little deeper. Like your oak tree, you will soar. Remember your roots, dig a little deeper, keep looking up, grow toward the sky, and you will see there are no limits to where you can go. Welcome to the community of Manchester University graduates, and God bless you all.
Good afternoon, class of 2019. Today is the day. We have finally made it. I want to begin by congratulating you on successfully completing your undergraduate degree. I hope each and every one of you feels a sense of accomplishment when reflecting on your time here at Manchester University. If I asked you what your favorite part of Manchester University was, many would respond with some variation of the people or the community, and I agree with you. The people here are among the most generous, gracious, and caring people I've ever known. This includes the community we have built as the class of 2019. In attempting to think of one word which describes our class, I chose the word kind. From our first day on campus, each of us brought our own experiences and history along with us. It's impossible to know the hurt or heartbreak someone may be carrying, but time and time again, I've observed acts of kindness from students in the class of 2019. In the words of Joan Duncan Oliver, kindness is a low-effort, high-return exchange. It takes little energy to respond with grace and compassion, and the impact is great. Thank you for living this out on our campus. As I stand before you, celebrating our graduation day, I want to encourage each of you to continue being kind. There's no predicting what lies ahead of us, but I guarantee it will be better, the world will be better, if we strive for kindness. So, class of 2019, embrace humanity. Embrace the flaws, the mess, the not so beautiful aspects of life. Take more time to appreciate the wonderful parts of it. Care for people deeply, doing small things with great love, and above all, be kind. Thank you.
So students, you've heard me talk a lot over the years about our mission, about respecting the infinite worth of every person, about becoming a person of ability and conviction. You've heard me say over and over and over that Manchester is a place where you can be yourself and where you are challenged to become your best self. And now as you graduate, the last part of our mission statement comes into clearer view. It challenges each of us, each of you, to lead principled, productive, and compassionate lives that improve the human condition, that make a difference in the lives of others. Today, I'm going to let several of your classmates have the last word. We asked them to write letters to their favorite professor and then had the students and faculty read the letters on camera. For faculty, it was the first time they had seen the letters. In the letters they've written, your classmates embody this charge. Never forget to say thank you to those who have made a difference in your life. Classmates, faculty, staff, friends, and family. And honor them and give back by making a difference in the lives of others. Now, let's watch this together.
Dear Professor Hoffman,
Professor Wiley,
Professor McKenna Buchanan,
I wanted to take a moment to thank you for the critical role you've played in helping position me for success during the last 4 years.
The amount of knowledge I gained from you is immeasurable.
I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to learn from you.
Not only about communication studies, but also about life.
Thank you so much for supporting my academics on campus
and helping me adapt to life in the United States as my host parents.
You have the most warm and welcoming personality that can make anyone smile.
Even when you don't have the right words or the perfect skills to fix things, the fact that you are just there speaks volumes.
You have been so affirming. That has meant the world.
Even though I only took one of your classes,
you pushed me more than most other professors, and I really appreciated that.
Traveling overseas to study at Manchester University wasn't an easy decision.
You gave me hope and encouraged me to push through thick and thin to achieve my goals at MU.
Some of my favorite memories come from time spent in your class.
Like when we were presenting our portfolio pieces and alter ego Carol came out for the whole class to enjoy. That's an inside story.
Your class helped me have a better grasp on what to do with my future, and the content was very interesting.
I enjoyed the creative aspects of the class and how it challenged us to think outside the box.
The most important lessons I learned from you extend far beyond the classroom.
Like the importance of effort, preparation, and being respectful to others.
You are such an invaluable mentor to me, Dr. Easy. There are few people in the world whom I listen to like I listen to you.
You encourage students to develop their thoughts and ideas, and you're genuinely excited when we succeed.
When students tell me they have you in class, I am thrilled knowing that they are guaranteed not only an exceptional education,
but they're also gaining a wonderful resource in you.
Without your support and guidance, I would not be half the teacher I am now.
My goal is to one day make the same impact on my students that you have made on me.
I ended up applying to and receiving an offer to attend the doctoral program of my dreams,
which wouldn't have been possible without your constant encouragement to dream bigger and push myself to reach heights I did not know I was capable of reaching.
This is about to sound cliche, but as I start a new chapter in my life,
I want you to know that you are one of the most influential and memorable characters of this chapter.
There's no way I can express my gratitude in one letter.
But I want to let you know that I came, I saw, and with your help, I have conquered my undergrad education.
Thank you for all that you have done for me here at Manchester. It is what I will miss the most.
I hope to stay in touch after graduation and hear about the lives of other students you are continuing to impact.
As I graduate and leave this place and people that I love so dearly, I know this is not a goodbye.
Manchester has given me so many people, but it all comes back to you, Kate. I have grown so much, and I owe it to you.
I look forward to our continued relationship as both professional colleagues and friends.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you have done and continue to do.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Thanks, Maddie.
Thank you, Connor. It's been a pleasure to be your teacher.
Carly's one of the reasons I'm at Manchester. It's the students that we get to build relationships with.
Samuel, you've inspired us for as long as I've seen. I mean, you're just amazing, and thank you for being part of our family.
This letter will be a treasure of mine forever. This letter helps me reaffirm why I teach.
I'm so excited to have you join our profession and to call you colleague now, Miss Emma. Congratulations.
So Kate, this is a note that you wrote us. You wrote our whole FYS class, these little notes. They say, I hope your first week at Manchester is off to a sweet start. Let me know if I can do anything to help. Kate, Icy Miss Krell. And you attached little bags of candy with them. And I have kept it ever since then, and it's on my bulletin board. And when I get ready in the morning, I see it and I know that like, I'm going to cry. And Kate always tells me that it's okay to cry, so it's okay to cry. But like, I see it and I see all these other mementos that I have from all my other professors, and it's just so like wonderful knowing that I'm gonna come to school and see everybody, but especially see you. And yeah, but I have kept this all those years since that fall, and now I get to like express how grateful I am for you. So I'm just happy that I can do this.
I want to thank our videographer, Nate Corder, for putting that together, and thank you to the seniors who expressed their gratitude so beautifully. It's a reminder that we make a difference in the lives of others just by saying thank you. Now, I ask that you please stand and join us in singing our alma mater. After the ceremony ends, you can join your students outside to the north of the perk for refreshments. So please stand and remain standing for the benediction. Following the benediction, we ask that the audience be seated as the faculty and graduates recess. Faith Alexis Graham will now give the benediction.
Matthew 6:34 reads, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." Going forward, I challenge each individual in this room to live intentionally. Take each day as it comes. Do not waste the days you have worrying about tomorrow's troubles. Do not miss out on where you currently are in life by focusing on too much by what the future may bring. Take full advantage of each day and make the most of every moment. The time is one thing we can never recover, so use it intentionally.
I ask you now to be seated during the recessional. Our faculty will lead the graduates outside and toward the football field, and then you can join them with refreshments available for everyone, and graduates can pick up their oak trees.